Christmas time, it's cold outside. I bought a load of presents that I'm taking home to hide. The parking was hard and I maxed my credit card. Why is everything so hard at Christmas? You sit with family in front of the TV. You're searching for a sitcom or a really cool movie, but everything you see you got last year on DVD. There's nothing on the box at Christmas. There's one thing on which you can rely. You tilt your head up and look into the sky. It may be sunny, maybe rain will fall, but it's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow at Christmas. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow at Christmas. Walk into the bar, you don't get far. It's full of Christmas drinkers and they've even brought the car. They're serving really slow and they're all on J2O. The pubs are full of at Christmas. All I seem to get is stuff that no one needs, especially since my mom discovered TK Maxx in Leeds. The prices are low, but everyone knows it's never gonna snow at Christmas. Pubs are full, just like last year. I'm standing in the cold while I'm drinking my beer. I'm staring at the sky with my fingers crossed. I hope it's gonna snow.
It's never gonna snow.
Maybe it will snow.
It's never gonna snow.
I think it's gonna snow.
It's never gonna snow.
I think I see the snow.
That mean you know it's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow at Christmas. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow at Christmas. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow. It's never gonna snow at
Good evening, 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 good evening. Good evening, everybody, and Merry Quizmas to you, and hello, Dexter, as well. How very nice to see you. Yes, we're having a cold opening. Of course, we've got the small business of the Advent calendar, the Quizmas calendar, before we get into the main game. And of course, we need to have the game night opening titles before we do that. But I thought we'd do cold opening. Yes, I did. Yes, we did, didn't we, Dexter? Oh, you're very excitable. Do you want to come up and say hi? Oh, it's a bit of a tight gap there. Oh, bloody hell, hello. Ah, Puzzle Dan, kicking Quizmas off with that gift sub bomb. 5 community subs going out to thank you, dog. Score count, DMC, Moonrager, Toot, and Foggy D. Puzzle Dan, thank you very much for your generosity and kindness. Very much appreciated. And to you 5, welcome on into the season of Quizmas. Enjoy ad-free viewing for 1 month. Thank you very much, Puzzle Dan, and welcome to the stream. Here's a message from our sponsor, Kamikaze. Right, get down then. Down you get.
Merry Quizmas to one and all. SQRLYES.
And Merry Quizmas to you as well, Kamikaze. Thank you very much for the 35-month subscription right there. Most grateful to you. So we should get on with the game. Thank you very much to Sam for the opening pack of Bamboozle, and a message from our sponsor, Puzzle Dan. Again,
Kicking off Quizmas with gifts, cause why not, Ben?
because why not? I suppose that's fair enough. Thank you very much indeed, Dan, for the 100 bits, and indeed for that gift sub bomb again. Go away, go on out. He needs to learn. Yes, thank you to Sam for that opening pack of Bamboozle, and to Stimson Zangle for proofing it as well. Now, it's Quizmas time, gang. Quizmas time, very exciting. Quick overview of the rules for those of you who weren't in the Discord. There will be 12 games over the course of the Quizmas season, 6 of them on my channel and 6 of them on Ash's channel. Obviously, because IRL had its own ideas this year, Ash's half of the Quizmas fun won't be until the new year, but we are, he has said he has got every intention of honouring those games. And here's a message from our sponsor, Matt the Ref. Bloody hell.
Merry Quizmas to all, and to all a good game night.
Very nice. Thank you for the 500 bits there, Matt. And into a level 2 high trade. Very exciting. So, yeah, it's going to be half on mine, half on Ash's. We don't know the exact dates when they're going to be in the new year, hence the other doors just having question marks, but we do know when mine are going to be, and they're all set up and primed, ready to be popped open. The rules are every game has got a prize attached to it. Details of what you can win were posted in the Discord just before we streamed. If you're not in the Discord, go and join it there. And if you can't win more than one is the main rule. So once you've won one Quizmas game, you can still win the game, but you can't get a prize. So if you do win and you've already won a prize, then we just go down the chain of deferment, as it were. That's about all there is to it. It's basically the same game night as ever, except you don't know what's coming up and there's a prize attached. So that's nice, isn't it? We need to get on with the game, and I will greet you all properly after the opening titles have rolled of our first Quizmas game. Anybody want to make some guesses in chat, or should I just open the door? The first game of Quizmas door up there behind the 4th in the top left. Can't win more than one. You can't rotate the ship. That as well. We've got Pod, Escape Artist. Escape Artist would be a brave choice for Quizmas because you can potentially have no winners. Beditsy Dice. Well, it might be. Well, let's find out, shall we, as we open the door of the first day of Quizmas, which this year is... a mirage. We are going to the pyramid, friends. And this first game of Quizmas pack comes to us courtesy of Quizzle. Very many thanks to him for the questions and to Lewis for proofing. Yes, there could categorically only be one winner of the pyramid. So a nice steady game to open our Quizmas season. And yes, getting out of the cold, I thought, what's better? What's more festive than a desert? And here's a message from our sponsor, TVP.
I've been waiting for Quizmas since great. Christmas launched again on the 5th of September 2025. FC26GOOAL FC26GOOAL
Oh, it's going to do this, is it?
FC26GOOAL Happy Quizmas.
Thank you very much for the 6-month subscription there, TVP. Much appreciated. Now, so it is going to be the pyramid. Coming up a bit later on, we've also got Google That, as written by Oni, which has had some repair work, and I'm hoping it's a bit more favourable and a bit more of an enjoyable experience, and less of a crashy experience. That's the goal, but we'll see what happens. All of that to look forward to a bit later on. I have got to load up the software for the pyramid and load in the pack, which comes from Quizzle. It's our first Quizmas game of the season, and I will see you there in just a moment. Welcome everybody to the pyramid. It is the first game of Quizmas. It is the pyramid, and you can join with the room code WLPC. You need the universal controller 0.8.1 new Mac standalone version incidentally. Holy shit! I mean, wow. We don't hear this sting very often. This is all the sound. I was going to enjoy the extra extended red herring sting. Well, that right there, folks, is a 10 gift sub bomb courtesy of 1AT_Bash, my Quizmas partner. Ash, that is exceedingly kind. Gifting out subs to Nekagramma, Conradalak, Gatekeeper, Hallie, SJ, Lewis, CJ, Matt the Sprat, Holger Matt, and Inca. Mate, that is exceptionally kind of you. With Chris Prof to have that's enormously kind. Thank you so much. And to all our new friends, welcome to enjoy ad reviewing for the next month. Ash, of course, will be doing the other half of Quizmas, but it's going to be the other side of Christmas, if that makes sense. So, Ash, lots of love to you.
And he takes the checkered flag.
And a message from our sponsor, the Lupine One. Thank you for the 100 bits there, Lupine. And a message from our sponsor. Oh, it is a new record on Hype Train. Good God. A message from our sponsor, Lewis T1.
There we go. Record beaten.
Record beaten. Thank you, TTS. Lewis, thank you very much for the 100 bits. It is a new Hype Train record, level 5 at 66%. Well, my goodness gracious me. And here's a message from our sponsor, Fluffy Bunny.
It's Quizmas, and the pyramid definitely exists. Well, for a bit until the last bit of Toblerone goes.
Absolutely. Fluffy Bunny, thank you for the 24-month subscription there. God, I'm a bit overwhelmed, guys. I genuinely wasn't expecting anything like this. So thank you all very much for the generosity with all the subs and bits. It's very, very kind of you. And the dog is so excited he won't get out from under the desk. Dexter, go to your bed. Vamos. Raus. And a message from our sponsor, Stimson's Angle.
Keeping the Christmas Express going.
Stimson's Angle there with the 37-month resubscription. Thank you very much for the generosity there, Stimson. Right, while this is all cracking off, Let me say hello to you all. Good evening to JR and Fetz, SJ and Lewis, and oh my god, Lupi, Naked Grandma, ABMe, Puzzle Dan. Let's see if I can get through all the names before the sting finishes. Good evening, CJ and Sam, Toot and TVP, Still Gone, Maxio, Jogging, Solar Espion, Conrad Lack, Shapes, Hallie, Matt the Sprat, Moon Raider, Holger Matt, Stimpson's Angle, Shadowmane, DMC, Foggy D, Matt the Ref, Farfoley, Polkadot, Silent Marine, Kamikaze, Ash the Bash, and anyone else who is lurking, loitering, and lingering in the chat. You're all most welcome to be here. Thank you so much for joining me. And Matt, gifting out another 5 gifts there. And oh my actual. Matt, can't keep up. Matt gifting out 5 subs to SM Midi, Farfowly, Heaven of Oddities, Cauliflower, and Orchid the Famoth. Enjoy our review for a month, Matt. Thank you very much for the generosity. And not to be outdone, JR Plays Games coming in with the 10 gift sub bomb. Going out to Loggy Fan, Dr. Pirate, Evolutionary Oddity, Mr. Cheese, Owl Perth, Tiger Cat, Oh Hey, iKitKat, Self-Destruct System, and Tipster. To you 10, welcome on into the fan. Enjoy ad preview for the next month. And JR, thank you so much for the generosity. Is it? Oh God, everything went quiet because I was talking so loud. I thought, oh, have I just black screen of death? But no, it was just the end of the loop. Holy cow, guys, what is happening? Go away, dog. Sorry, Andy's not back yet, so he has to stay in the office, otherwise he goes feral. Yeah, what's up? You get a sub! You get a sub! You get a sub! Everyone gets a sub! Oh, guys, it's genuinely really kind of level 7, 70%. Which is a little bit astonishing. Haven of Oddities. I think I called you Heaven of Oddities before. Haven of Oddities, welcome to the stream. Incidentally, do come and join the game, by the way. Universal Controller right there. Room code is there, which I might just pin to the top of the chat. For 20 minutes or so. So yeah, here is our first game, the Pyramid. Google that, like I say, coming up a bit later on. We have got a few more spaces in here. And Quizzle has written this pack. I'm very much looking forward to it. Flyboy, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I was trying to get a bit snappier with things and get started, but you'll set off a bloody level 7 hype train. Has somewhat waylaid me in my plan to get going. So I'll keep things going until I'll keep waffling until the hype train concludes. Otherwise, we're liable to have alerts going off left, right, and centre after the game has begun. So do beg your patience just while we wait for that to depart. Does give me an opportunity just before we start to tell you about my Christmas jumper. I'm on my Loki jumper. Which is no longer the same colour as the green. The green is no longer the same colour as the green screen. I've also got my Christmas tree up, which is very exciting. 2 major things I needed to tell you. Number 1, go and check out the website if you get a minute. Which button do I press? Is it on demand? That'll do. It's had a bit of a glow up, and pennies as well. It's had a bit of a glow up. So I've had a bit of a play with that. So hopefully it's looking a bit sharper and a little bit more accessible. So go and go have a little play on the website. That was number 1. Number 2 was the survey. Thank you very much to everyone who submitted one. I did publish my report earlier in the week in the Discord server. It's in PDF format. I can send a link. I'll find the link to post in chat later on if you're not in the Discord. But go have a read of it if it's of interest to you. Yeah, because there's possibly more conversation to have. But it sort of gives you a bit about my thought train about the way forward. Hey Bob, hello my dude, long time no speak. How you doing? I am very aware you DM'd me about 4 days ago and I need to reply to you. It's been a bit of a mad time, but mate, big love to you. Hope you're keeping well. Lovely to have you along. Do stick around for a bit of Christmas quiz if you fancy it, but no worries if you've just got a poking your head around the door. It's great to see you. Thank you, Simpsons Angle. Good, glad you like it. Yay, yay, yay. I've discovered how to write web. The secret is, turns out all you need is Copilot and VS Code, and it just does it for you. Just say, I don't like this, and it fixes it. I'm picking up a little bit of web along the way, but yeah. Beating a bit after lunch. No worries, Bob. No worries at all, my dude. It's great to see you, and I'll DM you back. I'll try and do that this evening, mate. Hope you're well. You don't like this? What don't you? What? The website? That's fine. You're allowed to not like it, Lewis. That's fine. And whoa, just we go to the next level. TVP gifting out 5 gift subs there to Works of Magic, Buzzer Bob, Topper One Gaming, Atlas 42, and Kiradin. Holy potatoes indeed, Bob. TVP, thank you for your generosity. To you 5, enjoy our free viewing for the next month. Wonderful generosity there. Thank you, TVP. I think I'm going to have to start the game, and if the hype train keeps going in the background, I don't want to have to mute alerts. But we're at level 8 at 18%. Holy smokes. We're going to get on with the game because we have got Quizmas and we've got Google that later on, which is quite a chunky game. So, new website, go slightly dressed up website. Go have a look. Survey, go have a look, and let's have some Quizmas fun. Thank you to everybody who's contributed to that level 8 hype train. It's sensationally kind of you. And I don't quite know what I've done to deserve it, but it's all very much appreciated. Big love to you all. Let's do some quiz. Quick reminder of how to play. Earn a place on the pyramid by answering a question correctly in the fastest time. Only players in the light, that is represented by an orange strap, can earn a place. Get a question wrong, you are sent into the shadows. Return to the light by getting a question right. Players on the pyramid can still lose a place if they answer incorrectly or if they abstain on 2 consecutive questions. Abstention can be very penalising in this game. Players with more correct answers are given an advantage in the final as well, so that's extra incentive to keep answering as many as you can. Vacant spaces on the pyramid will be filled by other players. Priority be given to those in the light who have answered the most questions correctly in the fastest time. Players who just lost a space on the pyramid will be ineligible to return. It sounds a little bit complicated. Long and short of it is get onto the pyramid and try and stay there. After 10 questions, we go to the final. So, very best of luck to you all. There is a Quizmas prize on the line. And let's see who our first Quizmas winner is going to be for 2025 as we come to our first question. The benches in London's House of Commons are covered in green leather. What colour leather covers the benches in the House of Lords? Correct. First of all, let's find out who played. Light you up if you did. Most of us having a go there. 22 players attempting, and Clive, welcome on into the game. The correct answer: vaguely festive. They're red, green and red, so sort of festive colours, I guess. And if you got that right, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A couple of wrong answers there, but there is one I need to condone. Matt, who said red, and for some reason it didn't catch, but blue is a wrong answer. Clive didn't give an answer. It shouldn't send you to the shadows, Clive, because I fixed that bug. But Stilgar and CJ, it definitely will. Space, that was it. I've really got to add dot trim to the end of all of this stuff. Really have. Tip, welcome on into the game. So 19 were correct. Let's find out of those 19 who was fastest. It was Ben, BC, 2.33 seconds. Very quick indeed. You take the first slot on the pyramid. Try and hang on to that square for as long as you can, Ben. You want to stay on that pyramid. You're there for now. 2.33 seconds. If you're in the shadows, you can't qualify, but you can get back to the light with the correct answer. Let's take a look at our second question. Virginia McMath was the birth name of which actress and dancing lady known for her partnership in films with Fred Astaire? So I'm not quite sure what's happening with the text and the background. They're out of sync. Reason for that is one's a shader and one's an animation, for anyone who's interested. So one's powered by the CPU, one by the GPU, and obviously something is happening that means one of them is running faster or slower than normal. Let's light you up if you played. Answers all the questions no one asked. Tips, so welcome to the stream, my dude. Not as many, 15 having a go at that, including Ben, who was on the pyramid. And still going CJ, who are in the shadows. Correct answer: it's Ginger Rogers. Ginger Rogers. According to a famous line, Ginger Rogers did everything that Fred Astaire did. She just did it backward and in high heels. If you said Ginger Rogers or Rogers, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A couple of wrong answers. Hepburn and Grace Kelly, both of those incorrect. So CJ, you're going to stay in the shadows. Fetch, you're going to go to the shadows. And there goes that hype train. 39 gift subs, 800 bits, level 8 at 19%. I am indebted and honoured and hugely grateful. Thank you very much, everybody, for that tremendous show of support. I'm going to open the hype chest twice just because I can. Oh, limited time only emote, yeah, cool. So, Ginger Rogers was the right answer. We've got to bring Stilgar back to the light, because they got it right. So you can't qualify on this question. Now, who is going to qualify? 13 correct. Who was the fastest? It was Toot. Very well done, Toot. 3.51 seconds to answer that. Total response time 7.82 seconds. And that is your first appearance on the pyramid. Of course, it's your first appearance on the pyramid. 2 questions right in total. That's the bit I was after. Colin, welcome to the stream. And let's go on. No drama for Ben, staying on the pyramid. Let's go into question number 3. Who wrote the critically acclaimed 1985 dystopian novel, The Handmaid's Tale? I have a theory on the scroll, which I'll explain in just a minute. I'd light you up if you played, first of all. "15 players attempting, same as the last one, including Ben and Toot, both on the pyramid already. The correct answer was Margaret Atwood. Handmaid's Tale won the first Arthur C. Clarke Award in 1987. It was also nominated for the 1986 Nebula Award and the 1986 Booker Prize. If you said Margaret Atwood, you're going to go green. If not, you are going to go red. The wrong answers there. Yes, Hamilton, E.B. White, and Rand. I'm afraid all incorrect. And I'm afraid we have to send Stilgar, Kola, and Matt to the shadows. We have to bring CJ back to the light. Of course, you cannot qualify on this question, which leaves 12 players, and of those 12, who was the fastest? It was Sam, answering in 2.76 seconds. Total response time of 14.52. And he's gotten all 3 correct so far. Well played, Sam. You're onto the pyramid. Yeah, my theory here is I'm running the Christmas tree on the green screen software, and I think that might be quite unperformant, which means it's maybe chugging something. I don't know. That's my working theory at the moment. I might turn it off in a bit just to see if it improves that scroll. It'd be interesting to see. For now, let's go on to question number 4. Standing on the River Swan, what is the capital city of the state of Western Australia? Light you up if you played. 15 again, 3rd question in a row. I think we've had 15 players playing. And the correct answer was Perth. Perth. I can't give you any more information. But Perth in the capital city of Western Australia. And if you gave me Perth, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. To turn this bastard tree off. Never mind. I'll stop fiddling. I'll do it at half time. Yeah, a couple of wrong answers there. Sydney, Canberra, and Sydney. All of those incorrect, which means you have to go to or stay in the shadows. Puzzle, Tree, and Moon Raider in particular. Into the dark you go. We have to bring Kola back to the light. Of course, cannot qualify on this question. So, of these players, Ralph Shapes, Holger Matt, Sneezerific, Flyboy, Fluffy Bunny, and Topmas, who was fastest? It was Shapes. Very well done. You're 4 for 4 so far, Shapes. Total response time 13.27 seconds and 2.65 seconds to answer that particular question. Very well done indeed. Incidentally, stopping the lights flashing appears to have sped up the scroll. Haven of Oddities, thank you. Sorry, Haven of Oddities, thank you very much for that follow. And we've got 4 players on the pyramid, and 4 players, none of whom are at peril yet. They all answered the last question correctly, so they have got a question's grace if they want to sit out of the next one. For now, we are going to move on to question number 5 as we move up to the second row of the pyramid. Take a look at this. Maverick, Iceman, Viper, Jester, and Goose are the major characters in which film, the highest grossing of 1986 worldwide? Like you've played. Quite a lot having a go there. 26 players attempted that question. And the correct answer was... lol, oops. Top Gun was the answer. Top Gun is what we wanted, though. Call names of the pilots, played by Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, Tom Skerritt, Michael Ironside, and Anthony Edwards, respectively. And if you gave me Top Gun, you're going to go green. If you gave me something else, like Madagascar, you're going to go red. I'm not quite sure where you were where that was coming from there, JR, but no, Madagascar was not the answer. Valiant punt, but not to be. I'm afraid you have to go to the shadows. That's the button I was after. Let's bring Moon Radish Stillgar Effects back to the light. But of course, cannot qualify on this question. So there's quite a few players up there who are eligible. Let's see out of them who was the fastest. It was Shadowbane in 2.75 seconds. Very well done, Shadowbane. 2 out of 5 questions right. Total response time 5.79 seconds. First appearance on the pyramid, but that's all you need. You've got to try and stay there now. 2 abstentions in a row and you will be eliminated, or any wrong answers. So do tread carefully. Halfway through the main game, let's go to another question. Question number 6. No one's lost a place on the pyramid yet, so let's see if that changes as we come into the second half. Question 6. The 5-ring Olympic logo made its official debut at the 1920 Summer Olympics held in which Belgian city? Light you up if you played. I think it was going to be 15 again. 18, slightly more having a go at this one. 18 players attempting it, including some on the pyramid, some in the dark, and some in the light. And the correct answer for all of you was... Antwerp, or Antwerpen. Pierre du Coubertin created the logo in 1913, presented it to an Olympic Congress in 1914, but due to a small event you might have heard of called World War I, it took 6 years for them to make their official debut. So, if you gave me Antwerp, or Antwerpen, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just a few wrong answers there. Brussels, 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 and Ypres. All the wrong answers, and it means Matt, Tipster, and Stillgar, you have to go to the shadows. We do have to bring Puzzle Tree back to the light. Welcome back. And 4 players who were on the pyramid attempted it and getting it right, seemingly. Let's find out of the remaining players who was fastest. It was Holgamat in 3.11 seconds. You've gotten 6 out of 6 correct, and your total response time has been 30.72 seconds. Very well done. Welcome to the pyramid. Let's see if we can stay there. So 6 questions down. Shadowbane, you've got the dreaded border of redness, which means if you get this one wrong, or if you abstain, you will lose your place on the pyramid. So Shadowbane, you might as well attempt this one, because if you abstain, you're off anyway. Everyone else has still got a question's grace as we go into question number 7. What did I say? I don't know what I said. Let's take a look at the question, and JR will disabuse me of the thing I said that was bad. What are birds of the order Strigiformes more commonly called? Light you up if you played. Just 12, least well-attended questions so far in the game. 12 players attempting it, and the correct answer was... they're owls. We did accept it in the singular form as well. Yes, Strigiformes are also the name of an Only Connect winning team, although they did lose in their Champion of Champions special. I can't remember who to, though. I have a feeling it might very well have been Quizzle's team, who was there with, of course, Sam and Jack. I think that aired last Christmas, so I think I watched that. Fairly sure I did. Anyway, ramping on, let's find out who was right. If you were, you go green. If not, you'll go red. few more wrong answers there. Puzzle Dan going for doves, ostrich and pigeons in the background game. Flamingos, vultures and storks, all incorrect. Now, this is very interesting because it means Holgermat and Shadowmane, both of you have lost position. No answer coming in from Shadowmane, and Holgermat attempted it, but was incorrect. So I'm afraid you have to go to the shadows along with Jogging and Puzzle Dan. So we're going to have 2 vacancies, and this is where the game changes a little bit, where it's not just fast answers that get you on there. Here is the moment where consistency can also get you there. Before that, though, is either going to be CJ, Cola, or Moon Raider. One of these was fastest and is going to take that 7th slot on the pyramid. Let's find out who it is. It is CJ Binks. Welcome to the pyramid, CJ. 3 out of 7 correct in a total time of 23.7 seconds. Just taking you 4.78 to get that question right there, and it earns you that place on the pyramid. Very well done. Right, let's prep the pyramid for repopulation. Holgermat, Shadowmane, you've just lost your space on the pyramid, so you can't get it back. Also, those in the shadows, you will lose priority to those in the light. But of those in the light, whoever has answered the most questions right in the fastest time will take those 2 slots on the pyramid. Let's find out who they're going to be. There's Fluffy Bunny, and there is Cola. Welcome both of you to the pyramid. Fluffy answering 6 questions out of 7 correctly in 34.5 seconds, and Cola answering 6 questions out of 7 correctly in 56.5 seconds. Welcome both. You know the drill. 2 abstentions or 1 wrong answer, you lose your slot, but for now, you're on to the pyramid. BC, now with the dreaded red border, so BC, abstention or wrong, and you're off the pyramid. Let's see what question 8 brings for all of us. Take a look at this. What is the French word for hen? Light you up if you've played. La N. Oh, not many, just 9 having a go here. Right, sorry, I'm just having to do some very fast validation, which I'm not going to defer, I'm just going to use my judgment on this one. The correct answer, poule. Poule. French word for rooster is coq, and the French word for a young chicken or chick is poussin, both of which we accepted. We also accepted femelle on the alternates. And if you gave me poule, coq, poussin, or femelle, behave, Lewis, then you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. However, there's a lot of red up there, but there are some that I'm going to condone because cockerel, Puzzle Dan, is too anglicised, I can't accept. AB me, that one I am going to very quickly check. I'm not going to allow it because that translates as naughty. AB me giving us the answer coquin translates as naughty, so I cannot allow that one. Tipster, your answer, koch, translates as shell, so I can't allow it unless you can make the fairly convincing case that actually it's just a spelling error, but my inclination is not to. Do bear with me just while I go through these because it's a subtle question. And the only other one comes from Ben, who said poulet. And this is translating to chicken in the translator, and we are accepting koch, which comes from the same derivation. So that one I am going to allow. Poulet, coquin I can't allow, hen I can't allow, koch, or coq au vin, but you have coq au vin. I'm going to take you at your word, Tipster, and I am going to accept that because it's just because you could argue that's phonetically plausible, so that's my bad, and I'm going to take you at your word. It would be coq au vin, but actually I probably should have allowed that, even though it translates as a different word. And now I'm just going to double check the others. Cockerel, definitely not. Cocaine, or coquine, I don't think I can A-B me, because it's got a different sound on the end, whereas tips is always phonetically plausible. Thank you for that controversial question. Thank you for your patience with that controversial question. Those are my rulings, and if you're wrong, you're off to the shadows. Chicken has been run over by a van, indeed it is. No one losing face on the pyramid. We have to bring Tipster back to the light, and JR as well. Well, Ralph, I wonder what's going to happen here. As the only player left who hadn't already qualified, Ralph, you're onto the pyramid. 9.56 seconds, 6 out of 8 in 35 seconds. Almost dead. Very well done indeed. You are the 8th player onto the pyramid. Oh, Fluffy, Scorecount, welcome both of you to the stream, and a little bit of controversy over the French language question there, but we move on to question number 9. However, Fluffy and CJ, Toot, Sam and Shapes, pressure is on to get this one right and not abstain. Let's see what the question brings. It's number 9. The chocolate brand known as Dove in the United States is sold under what name in the United Kingdom? Trifle easier than the last one personally, but first of all, let's let you up if you played. 5 potential vacancies, Shadowmane, potentially more if anyone gets them wrong. 14 players attempted that, and the correct answer was... It's Galaxy. Sold in the United Kingdom, Ireland, South Africa, the Middle East, Morocco, India, Pakistan, Australia, Malta, and is also sold in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and various continental European countries as Dove. Sorry, I've read that completely wrong. Up to Malta is Galaxy, and then the US up to continental European countries is Dove. So different branding, I guess. Very nice wherever it's from. If you said Galaxy, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. As opposed to Milky Way, which is of course a Cadbury's invention. Milky Way Magic Stars, or is it? No, it's Nestle. It's Nestle. Nestle is the larger parent company, I believe. For those of you who said that, wrong answers. Nestle is indeed their Mars Bounty, Aereo, and Cadbury's, I'm afraid, are all incorrect answers, and we have to send you to the shadows. Tipster, Moon Raider, Cola, off you pop. So, CJ and Cola losing position on the pyramid. We're going to have 2 repopulations in just a minute. Let's bring Shadowmane back to the light. And once again, we've only got 1 eligible player in the shape of Thomas. Bopper, welcome to the pyramid. 5 out of 9 questions correct in a total response time 33.18. That question taking you just over 3.7 seconds. Welcome to the pyramid. We have, however, got 2 vacancies. So let's see who is going to get back on. CJ and Coley have just lost a position, so you definitely won't be getting on. Those in the shadows, you're going to lose priority to those in gold or in orange. So out of the players in orange, who's got the most right in the fastest time? For the second time, or third and fourth time, if you want to get pedantic, who's coming onto the pyramid? There's Flyboy. And there is Clive. Flyboy with 5 out of 9 correct in 37.5 seconds, and Clive with 4 out of 9 correct in 17 seconds. Remember, this is the only information I give you about the players' statuses, so use it to your advantage if you can, because there's a little bit of blurring what your position is come the final round. So, very well done. Welcome to the pyramid. And Topper, welcome to the stream. With that very nice emote. So, those of you who are orange, this is your final chance to get onto the pyramid. Let's see if you can make the most of it as we look at question number 10, unless someone loses their space. BC, once again, you've got that red border, so abstention and you're off. Here is question 10. Home to the former baseball ground stadium, the suburb of Pear Tree is a part of which English Midlands city? Like if you played. Not as many. 13 players giving this a go, and the correct answer was... I don't like you've asked an English geography question at all here. It's Derby. The baseball ground was the former home of Derby County before they moved to Pride Park in 1997. Pear Tree is now home to the National Sikh Heritage Centre and Holocaust Museum. And if you said Derby, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Tony would have absolutely nailed this. Oh, dearie, dearie me. London, Liverpool, Sussex and Birmingham are all incorrect answers. Sussex actually a ceremonial county, or two ceremonial counties, West and East Sussex, rather than a city. In the background game, Bath, Birmingham, Derbyshire, Manchester and Leeds. I'm afraid all of you all have to go to the shadows. Including Ben. West, Lewis. Ben, who got the first spot on the pyramid, loses it on question 10 and can't get it back. That is rough, but that is the name of the game. Cola, Matt, you have to come back to the light, I believe. Yes. Come back to the light. Well, this is interesting. It hasn't happened before. The only two players who are valid to qualify have already qualified. So, we go straight to repopulation and we will populate the top tile first. Ben, this is so sad you can't get there. But those in the light, Vets, Cola, Maxio, Stimpson's Angle, Graham, Silent Marine, Conrad, Pyramid Ref, Haven of Oddities and Colin, you're in with a chance. Let's populate that top tile first. Or not, let's do the bottom one first. We have got Cola coming back. This is Cola's second appearance on the pyramids. Very, very sad with 7 right from Ben there. But that is how the format works. Cola, though, getting 8 out of 10 in 77 seconds. Second appearance on the pyramid. And Stimson Angle just sneaking in with the repopulation at the end. 4 out of 10 in 29.57 seconds. Very well done indeed. That's the end of the question. And we have... It's scary up here. Yes, that's where you want to end up, though. That is the end of the round, and we have our 10 finalists. Samster, Lupine, Shapes, Cola, Stimpson's Angle, Toot, Flyboy, Fluffy, Topper, and Clive. Welcome to the final. Here's how to play. EC, welcome to the stream. I know you've been here a while, but welcome all the same. You now face another 9 questions. After each question, if at least one player answered incorrectly or abstained, then you're safe if you're right. Basically, if you get it right and at least one of the players is wrong, you're safe. Player with the lowest score so far who is not safe will be eliminated. If all players are correct, then the slowest player to answer that question will be eliminated. So if everyone gets it right, then it's sort of a reverse of the first round. But it's the lowest scoring player who is not safe who will be eliminated. The last player who remains on the pyramid is declared the winner. 2 things. Number 1, abstention is treated as wrong. I've really got to add that to the instructions. It is on the to-do list. Abstention's treated as wrong, so attempt every question. That applies to everyone, even in the background game. Point number 2, the order on the pyramid will always be shuffled. You will never quite know who is leading or who is furthest behind. All you'll know is that those who were right on any given question will be ahead of those who were wrong, and the lowest scoring player will always be last. Just something to bear in mind. Good luck to all 10 of you. Let's go to our first final question. The original Passat, known in North America as the Dasher, was a model of car produced by which German automobile manufacturer? And the correct answer. Volkswagen. We did also accept VW, but yes, the Volkswagen Passat is what we wanted, Volkswagen. And if you got it right, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Interesting. 6 right, 4 wrong. Shapes, Toot, Clive, and Topmas going for BMEW, presumably BMW from Shapes. BMW also from Toot. Topper going for Vauxhall, and Clive going for Audi. All of those incorrect. So, one of you 4 is going to be going home. The other 6 are safe. Let's clear the pyramid. Remember, this is a random order for the 6 who are safe and a random order for the bottom 4 apart from the last one. You're avoiding that red tile. Let's see who's going home. So 6 safe players. Toots is safe. Topper's safe. Shapes is safe. It is Clive who takes the first fall from the final pyramid with 4 correct in 17 seconds dead. So that was the lowest score overall. What's happening there? Just click OK, Matt, and if it persists, refresh. 4 was the yeah, it's hit OK. If it persists, refresh. It should just bring you back in. The room code is WLPC at the top of the screen. 4 in 17 seconds was the lowest score. Clive, thank you for playing. You've been eliminated. Oh, is lots of people having issues? Yeah, it doesn't like links. Itch having issues for anybody else? Don't know why I'm typing it. Sorry, just before I load the next question. If all the controllers are dead. Oh Lord, really? Ay. Right, we might be able to salvage this because... Right. Okay. Hang fire because there may be a backup one that is still online, but I don't know how out of date it is. Trying to backtrack through my chat because I know Ash hosted it for me. If it's still online, right? Hang about because I might be able to point you to. It is still online, but it's it's a very outdated version, but it should be okay for this game. Right, if you are having issues and you're on the WebGL one, head over to there, and thank you to Ash for hosting this backup, which I really need to update. It's an outdated version, but it should be fine for this. So I'm just going to put a little brief pause in the game just while we make sure. Well, I guess we'll find out because no, I'm not running through it, am I? I'm local. Okay, well, let me reset the question. Oh, it's very difficult to tell. I can't send you a Well, look, tell you what, if you're worried, just switch over to that one. I'm going to give you 1 minute, okay? If you're worried, right, it just loaded back up. Good. Ashes isn't hosted on itch.io, so it's an itch problem. It's nothing to do with the headless controller. So hopefully it was just a burp. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to press on with the game. There is an alternative link there. If you're worried and you just want to switch over to a different client, it is outdated, but it should still work. For this game, it won't work for Google that. Okay, hopefully everything will just go and everything will just work. Let's go to the next question. Apologies for that little pause, everyone, just while we had some technical gremlins that for once were not my fault. Right, it should now change to get ready for the question. Has it changed to get ready for the question? Good. Okay, sounds like we're in business. Okay, back into order. Good luck. Here is the second final question. The 2022 song Hold Me Closer, incorporating elements of Elton John songs including Tiny Dancer, was a collaboration between John and which female singer? Well, correct answer. Britney Spears. And I had no idea about this. I thought it was one of these modern artists that I'd never heard of, but Britney Spears was the answer. Song also included elements of Elton John's songs The One and Don't Go Breaking My Heart. Was the first new music released by Britney Spears for 6 years following the end of her controversial conservatorship. So, if you gave me Britney Spears, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Quite a few wrong there. Clive, Derek, Safumal, welcome to the stream. Toot giving me the right answer. Everyone else going wrong. D, Dua Lipa, Ellie Goulding, Grande, Miley Cyrus, Dua Lipa, Lady Gaga, and Swift. All of them incorrect, which means it's going to be a bit of a free-for-all. We know Toot is safe, but out of the remaining players, whoever's got the lowest score in the slowest time is going to be eliminated. So, let's find out who's going home. Repopulate the pyramid. Toot we know is safe, as is Shapes, and Flyboy, Lupine, Fluffy Bunny, Sam, Topper, and Cola, which means Stimpson's Angle. You have been eliminated with 5 correct in 43.42 seconds. Bad luck not to be. You did sneak in on question 10, but unfortunately sneaking out again on question 2. Thank you for playing, but you've been eliminated. By all means, everyone keep playing in the background game because there's still festive pennies available. We've got the penny prize draw coming up towards the end of the month. So, yeah, can you believe, by the way, it's 3 weeks today till Christmas. On we go. No technical hitches this time. 8 players remain. Here is the next question. A character named Prancer saves Sid, Peaches, Crash and Eddie from a whiteout in A Mammoth Christmas, a 2011 TV special that formed part of what multimedia franchise? Correct answer was Ice Age. Franchise includes 5 main films with a 6th subtitled Boiling Point, due for release in 2027. And if you got it right, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. A couple of wrong answers there. Shapes and Fluffy going for Minecraft and Crash Bandicoot respectively. So it's going to be one of you two who is taking the drop. Let's clear the pyramid. Everyone else is safe. Let's find out who's going home. Shapes is safe. Fluffy, it's you with 8 questions correct in 48.83 seconds. Compare that against your own score and your own time. It might be you're sat there with fewer correct answers than that. And if you are, then you maybe need to worry. But this is how the game works. Fluffy, thank you for playing, but you've been eliminated. And then there were 7. On we go to the next question. Take a look. Famous for the opera The Cunning Little Vixen, the composer Leo Janáček was born in 1854 in what modern-day country? Correct answer. Czechia, or the Czech Republic. He was born in the village of Hukvaldi, at the time a part of the Austrian Empire, but now a part of modern-day Czechia. If you gave me that, you're going to go green. If not, you are going to go red. Sam, I will allow that. There was another one I saw in the background game, which was phonetically plausible, Stimpson's Angle. Okay, yes, I will allow that as well. So Cola and Topper is going to come down to you two. Whoever's got the most right gets to stay. Whoever has got fewer has to leave. Let's clear the pyramid. And let's find out who's going into that red tile. You guys are all safe, as is Cola. Topper, I'm afraid it is yourself. 6 correct answers in 38.98 seconds. Good run, but alas, you can go no further. Thanks for playing, but you've been eliminated. Lishka by Strushka. So, then there were 6. Shapes, Toot, Lupine, Cola, Flyboy, and Sam, all battling it out for the first Quizmas prize. Let's take a look at question 5. Dubbed the Great Comet of 1997, the comet visible from Earth between 1995 and 1997 was named for its co-discoverers, the professional astronomer Alan Hale and the amateur astronomer Thomas Who. I think I wrote a question like this for DEF CON a couple of weeks ago. Convergent thinking. Correct answer was Bop, Thomas Bop. The two astronomers discovered the comet independently, so it was named for both of them. Hale Bop is the comet we call it, the Great Comet of 1997. And if you said Bop, you're going to go green. If not, you go red. I like your punt there, Topper, of a Beckett, but unfortunately not the one. Quite a few go for Halley. Halley's comet is a different, or Halley. Halley's comet is a different comet entirely, discovered much earlier. 5 getting right. Flyboy, the only one to get it wrong, so it is a done deal, I'm afraid. And Flyboy actually not offering an answer at all, so I'm afraid, Flyboy, you know what that means. You have to go home. Comet PC World. Isn't it Curry's PC World? Yeah, 8 correct in 63.8 seconds. Bad luck there, Flyboy, but I'm afraid you can go no further. What if he's already home? Then he gets to stay there. But either way, you've been eliminated. Halfway through, and then there were 5. Sam, Cola, Lupine, Shapes, and Toot. We don't know exactly how you're doing within that ranking, but let's find out what our next question brings. After it went viral on TikTok, the 2023 single Cupid was the first to enter the UK and US charts for which K-pop girl group? Correct answer was 50/50. Song reached number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 8 on the UK singles chart in spring 2023. And if you said 50/50, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. First sausage of the game. Nobody, neither in the main game nor in the background game, getting that one right, which means it is going to come down to all of your scores. Whoever's got the lowest score in the slowest time is going to be eliminated here. Good luck to you all. Who's going home? Sam is safe. Toot is safe. Cola's safe. Lupine is safe. Shapes, you have been eliminated with 10 questions correct in 46.79 seconds. 10 out of 16 is pretty good going in this game, but alas, you can go no further. Thank you for playing. You've been eliminated. Has anyone noticed the subtle theme that's been running through these questions this evening? I'll point it out to you at the end if you haven't spotted it. And then there were 4. They have no idea how well each other are doing. All they can do is keep answering questions and hope for the best. Sam, Cola, Toot, Lupine, here's another question for you. How to get that? Mount Donna, located on Vancouver Island, is a part of which Canadian province? Correct answer was British Columbia. British Columbia. No further notes on that one. And if you gave me British Columbia, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just Cola, I'm afraid, and I believe it was an abstention there, Cola. So, as a matter of course, you know what's about to happen. It's been a great run, but unfortunately, no further. It is indeed Cola. Wrong on that question. Means with 11 correct answers in 104 seconds. Bloody good run, Cola. 11 correct answers, but no further, I'm afraid. Thank you very much for playing, but you have been eliminated. And then there were 3. Toot, Sam, and Lupine, all battling for that first Quizmas prize. An ultimate question of the game. Let's take a look. Blitzen is the name of a dwarf in the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard trilogy, written by which US author, perhaps more famous for another mythology-themed series? Correct answer. Rick Riordan. He also created the Percy Jackson series, a part of the Camp Half-Blood Chronicles, all based on Greek and Roman mythology. And if you gave me Rick Riordan, you're going to go green. If not, you're going to go red. Just Sam getting a wrong answer. In fact, an abstention there from Sam. A couple of players going for Percy Jackson in the background, which is the name of the series, but not the name of the author, so I can't condone them. And again, I think the third question in a row, it's a done deal, and Sam has to leave the game. "13 correct answers, 93.95 seconds. It's a bloody good run, but Sam, I'm afraid you've been eliminated. And then there were two. Toot and Lupine. You don't know who's winning, but it might be academic. It's all going to come down to this question. Best of luck to you both. Here's the final question of the game. Connie the Hormone Monstrous, Diane Birch, and Bonnie La Cienega are among the characters voiced by Maya Rudolph in which Netflix animated adult sitcom? Correct answer. Was Big Mouth. The 8th and final season of Big Mouth was released earlier this year, making it one of Netflix's longest running original scripted series ever produced. One very close answer in the background gained Big Teeth that unfortunately I can't allow. So we're not going to reveal who's correct because it's the final question and that would give the game away. But we can have one winner and one runner-up. Is it going to be Toot or is it going to be Ralph? Let's clear the pyramid for the final time and reveal the winner of the first game of Quizmas is... Toot. Ralph with 14 correct in 90.2 seconds. That is a tremendous effort, but unfortunately you've just been pipped at the post and you have been eliminated. 14 questions out of 19. No mean feat, but getting in on the second tile in the first round and never losing his space on the pyramid, he's finally emerged at the top. Your Pharaoh tonight, and the winner of the first game of Quizmas is Toot. It's a Christmas mirage. I can reveal that Toot did get that one right and finished on 16 out of 19. So even if you got it right there, Ralph, Toot still would have won on questions correct. 84.39 seconds it took Toot to answer 16 questions. Much as I hate the show. And the theme running through it, I think we had reindeer. Did you spot some reindeer in the second half of that? Lots of reindeer-themed questions. And the first half was, what do we have? Red and green, Virginia's and virgin birth, handmaid of the Lord, probably some others as well. But yeah, reindeer theme: Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and was there Rudolph in there? Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and yeah, my Rudolph. There we go. Very clever indeed. Very subtly woven a nice Christmas theme in what's giving us a nice chunk of general knowledge trivia. Very many thanks to Quizzle for the first game of Quizmas, which was the pyramid. And thanks as well to Lewis, who has proofed it. That is the end of the game. I hope you've all had fun, and I do hope you're going to stick around, because coming up in just a few minutes' time is the second episode of the all-new reskinned Google That, or Threegle That, because it is the third iteration of the software. I do hope you stick around for it. We've got a lovely set of questions written by Oni. I've made some changes to the software, which I'm hoping means it has improved it. There's a couple of things that were suggested I am meaning to get round to, but haven't got to yet. But I'll talk a bit more about that in a minute. For now, take this opportunity to go get some more snacks, get some drinks, go stretch your legs, nip to the loo if you need to. We'll be back in about 5 minutes when this festive edition of Game Night continues with Google That, written by Oni. Congratulations once again to Toot, our pharaoh of the pyramid. And as just noted in the chat just there, I would recommend, before we get into Google that you switch back to the itch.io version of the Universal Controller, because you will need it to play Google That. There is a round that very much needs the updated version. So switch back. But you've got 5 minutes to go stretch your legs, like I say, get some drinks, get some snacks. I'll put some bonus pennies into the chat, and I'll see you for even more quiz with Google That in just a few minutes' time. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back. the second part of this evening's game night, where it's time for Google That. All new Google That. Only the second time we've seen this software coming out, but had some significant changes to it. I'm hoping it's going to improve the experience. Not least of all, we've got a brand new question pack, courtesy of Oni. If you want to play the game, you need the universal controller, which is there, and hopefully Itch has sorted its life out. You'll also need this room code. HMWD. High magnitude weapons of destruction, possibly. So while we're doing this, I'm just going to take this opportunity to do a quick bit of continuity while you come and join the lobby. There's not much to do at the moment, actually, though, because it's sort of mainly me holding the fort until Ash gets back on his feet. But I'm going to be here on Saturday with even more Quizmas fun. We have got... Oh, there's an anonymous Nyan Cat on my spreadsheet. How exciting. What's coming up this Saturday? We've got Crossfire to start with, also by Oni. We've got Cryptex by Jogging. And of course, in between that, we've got the second game of Quizmas, which I will tell you more about on Saturday. You're going to have to come along if you want to see what that's about. Also, welcome to the stream. Cola, I know you've been here a while, but welcome on in. And John as well. Some cash I need to go. Ardenfetz is just going the cash route, and he's just taking 1,000. There you go, have 1,000 pennies. Check out the website, because that's had a bit of an upgrade. That's exciting. Yes, survey. Come join the Discord if you want to grab hold of a copy of the survey report that I published on Tuesday, earlier this week. There was something else I was going to say as well. Christmas Day stream, 3 weeks time. 3 weeks today, Christmas is, would you believe? I am going to be streaming on Christmas Day. It's going to be a little bit earlier than normal, probably about 4 p.m. So if you fancy a break from whatever you're doing on Christmas Day, whether you're with family or friends, or if you want a bit of distraction, I'm going to be here with Quiz, probably from 4 o'clock, I think is what I'm aiming for. So do pop along if you fancy that. Christmas Day, 3 weeks time. That will also be the last episode of season 20 before we reset. We do it all over again in season 21 next year. What the hell else was I going to say? There was something important, I'm sure there was. Remember. Once more round the loop, there isn't an exclude on this. That would be a useful thing to have, wouldn't it? Exclude from hot seat. I'm assuming possibly that players are waiting until I've picked my lobby players and then they'll come join the game, possibly. Because it did occur to me that it's worth having an exclusion method for this game, but that might be what it's doing. It might just be there's fewer players in tonight, but yeah, one or two things that have changed in this version of the game. First of all, it's built, so hopefully we won't have that random Unity crash that we had last time. Various little things that from the rounds. The big thing for me is that it's built, but there have been some improvements to the rounds, which hopefully will be borne out in due course. Also, the black background of the new universal controller will make the instructions a bit easier to read, I'm hoping. So, yay. Right, well, I think that's long enough. There's 19 of you in the game, and we may have a few more in a bit. But for now, I think let's lock the lobby and get on with the quiz. Thank you very much, BC. Okie dokie, I'm just going to pin that message for half an hour. So if anyone wants to come join the game, that code is up there in the chat. But before all that, I've got to pick 12 players, a dynamic dozen, to come and join me for this game of Google That. I hope you're feeling lucky. Let's pick our players. And swinging into the top row. First of all tonight, it's JR Plays Games. Welcome on in, JR. Hope you brought your brain. Down to the bottom row next, welcome Maxio to the Google That stage. Lovely to have you here with that blue letter M going on the blue stage. Coming up next, it's CJ Binks on the middle row. Welcome on in, CJ. Lovely to have you along. There's our first quarter of players done. Back to the bottom row, it's a message from our sponsor, Oni. Google Ref on the front row there.
Happy 58 months.
And back up to the back row, there's AB Me joining the back row next to JR. And Matt, your blue background, by the way, matches almost perfectly with the blue floor. How exciting. Into the middle row next, we've got Holgamad. Where's Wally? There he is. Welcome on into the game, Holgamad. Lovely to see you here. Down to the front row is Kamikaze, or Camelkazi. Welcome on into the game. Just 4 more now, because next up we've got Stilgar. Hello, Stilgar. Welcome on into Google that. Let's get ready to have some fun. 4 more need filling. Off to the back row, and there he is. It's Stimson Zangle, Dr. Pepper himself. Welcome on in, Stimson Zangle. Where to next? Down to the front row, finishing it off, there's the Naked Grammar. Grams, welcome to the game. Great to have you with us. 2 final chairs that need filling in up the back row. There's Ben, green, clashing with the red, but hey, I think it kind of works. Welcome to the game, Ben. And finishing off that middle row, it's Samster. Sam, my dude, welcome to the game. Welcome to all of you. I hope you're ready to play Google That tonight. And Oni, thank you very much for that 60-month resubscription there. Most grateful to you, very generous of you. And Camelf case too, very nice, Camelf case. I was going to stuff one of my packs on stage going, someone has to keep you two apart. Indeed they do. Well, Oni, welcome to the stream. I think we should get on with the game, and I've no idea which order these are going to come in. I know what's first and I know what's last, but beyond that I didn't look at it too closely because Lewis proofed this one, and very many thanks to him. Let's get on with the game. First round is... it's the early bird, and here's how to play. Answer the multiple choice questions as quickly as possible. In the hot seat game, the fastest correct player scores 10 points. Subsequent correct players score 2 points fewer than the previous player. After the 5th correct answer is received, remaining players score no points, irrespective of their answers. So be fast, be furious, and be right. In the audience game, first player to answer correctly scores points equal to the number of players in the audience game. Subsequent players scoring 1 point fewer. Basically, danger zone rules if you're playing in the audience. And there is a lobby medal available. Woollyback, welcome to the stream. This is a round that I think is virtually unchanged from before. So what I will say though is that the question starts immediately as soon as I click display questions. Some rounds I'll read the question first, but because this is a speed based round, you get it straight away. So let's load that question up at my end, put 15 seconds onto the clock, and wish you all the very best of luck. Question number 1. Which of these colour combinations does not mix to give some form of purple? Carmine and lapis lazuli, cinnabar and sapphire, coquelicot and capri, or chartreuse and honeydew? And that is time up. Ooh, goodness gracious me, correct answer. Chartreuse and honeydew, a greenish white and greenish yellow. Probably wouldn't make something purple. The others are something red and something blue, and so they would. Sam was fastest for 10, Matt getting 8, Nekka Grandma getting 6, CJ getting 4, Max getting 2, AB Me still got Holger, Matt, JR, Simpsons, Angler, and BC, all correct, but unfortunately not fast enough, no points, and Kamikaze, I'm afraid that was a wrong answer. On we go. Next question. 15 seconds back on the clock. Take a look at this. Which of these people does not have the same initial for their first and last names? The actor who played Rocky, the voice of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story, the singer who performed the theme to Spectre, or the director of The Colour Purple? And that is your time up, and the correct answer was... the voice of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story. Sylvester Stallone played Rocky, Sam Smith was the singer, and Steven Spielberg was the director of The Colour Purple. Buzz Lightyear is voiced by, well, it says here Patrick Warburton, but I thought it was Tim Allen. Either way, it's correct. Maybe the question got changed after the fact, but the trivia didn't. But yes, Tim Allen was the answer. Matt was fastest there for 10. BC picking up 8. CJ 6. Nekka Grandma 4. And Maxio 2. AB, me and Sam both correct, but just a little bit slow. Everyone else was wrong. On we go to our next question. Good luck. Here it is. Which of these numbers is the largest? Colours on the flag of Mauritius, spears on the flag of Kenya, stars on the flag of Venezuela, stripes on the flag of Thailand. And that's time up. The correct answer. Stars on the flag of Venezuela. There's 4 colours on the Mauritian flag, 2 spears on the Kenyan flag, 5 stripes on the Thai flag, but there are 8 stars on the Venezuelan flag. Well done again to Matt, picking up another 10, BC getting 8, JR getting 6, Holger Matt getting 4, and everyone else, I'm afraid, was incorrect. Right, next question. Let's load it up and take a look at this. 15 seconds. Which president on Mount Rushmore was US president the most recently? The one on the far left, the second from the left, the second one from the right, or the one on the far right? I mean, most recently is definitely the one on the far right. There's definitely a gag there, and I'm amazed only didn't make it in the trivia. The correct answer, though, is the second one from the right. Hashtag satire. Yeah, it's Theodore Roosevelt. From left to right goes George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Theodore Roosevelt, and Abraham Lincoln, I believe, unless my notes are wrong. But George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and Abraham Lincoln conveniently weren't alive in the 1900s when Roosevelt was president. And Matt did not pick up 10. I was just saying, see a total guess, but Sam picking up 10. Matt did pick up 8, though. AB Me 6, Stimson getting 4, Holger Matt getting 2, Maxio Kamikaze and BC were correct, but a bit slow. Everyone else was incorrect. And we've got another question in this round. Let's load it in. 15 seconds. Here we go. Which of these singles was performed by an artist who didn't appear on the original Band-Aid single in 1984? Hungry Like the Wolf, I Don't Like Mondays, You Can't Hurry Love, or The Sun Always Shines on TV? And that is time up. The correct answer: Sun Always Shines on TV. Hungry Like the Wolf was Duran Duran, and Simon Le Bon and Duran Duran definitely did. Phil Collins, You Can't Hurry Love, he was definitely on that single. And Bob Geldof and the Boomtown Rats, who did I Don't Like Mondays, were definitely at Band-Aid. But The Sun Always Shines on TV. It doesn't tell me who did it, but they weren't in Band-Aid. Just the two getting it right there. Holger Matt picking up 8, Holger Matt picking up 10, Kamikaze picking up 8. That is the... Oh, it's Aha, of course it was. That's the end of the question and the end of the round. And at the end of that, it looks like Matt has the lead with 36. Let's go take a closer look at our hot seat leaderboard. Yes, indeed, Matt with a commanding lead after round 1 with 36. Sam's in second with 20. Holger, Matt and BC both have 16. Grams and CJ are on 10. Kamikaze's on 8. AB, me and JR on 6. Maxio and Stimson's Angle on 4. And he's still got yet to score, but there's still plenty of rounds to go. I'm going to switch this over to the audience leaderboard. Let's see how our audience players, just the 10 of you in the audience tonight. And we can see Clive is in front with 30. Fetz has 29. And Shapes has 25. They're making it first, second and third. But again, still lots of points to go. So I wouldn't worry too much about your position just yet. Shall we do another round? Of course, then, I know who Aha are, Oni. Come on. Shall we have another round? I think we should. What are you doing? Oh, how exciting. It's Taboo. Reminder of how to play. Give a single answer to the list form question. In the hot seat game, the fewer people who say the answer, the more points are awarded. So think distinction, round 2, basically. Distinct answers, hey, see what I did? Score 10 points. Answers shared by 2 players score 6 points. Answers shared by 3 or 4 players score 4 and 2 points respectively. Unlike distinction, however, if it's shared by 5 or more people, or if you're incorrect or abstain, you don't get anything. In the audience game, it's a bit of match game for the audience game. All you've got to do is match up with anyone in the hot seat, whether they're right or wrong, and you score a nice round 10 points. So I think there are 5 questions in this round, which means there's 50 points up for grabs. So you're thinking of correct, rare answers. That's what you want to do. If you're all ready, let's load up our first question. And you have got 15 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15 seconds to tell me any country that has hosted a Winter Olympic Games post-World War II. That's any country that has hosted a Winter Olympic Games post-World War II. 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. And that is time up. No answer there from Grams. So let's first of all, I need to remember the workflow for this, so bear with me if I'm a little bit steadier. The correct answers: Austria, Canada, China, France, South Korea, Italy, Japan, Norway, Russia, Switzerland, USA, and Yugoslavia. But because we're nice, we've also allowed Bosnia and Herzegovina, which is the sort of the modern name of former Yugoslavia. Now, let's see what our players said. Yes, country. We're after country, not city. So everyone who said Sochi, unfortunately, it's not going to be right. Now, we can see we've got 3 distinct answers. CJ going Canada, Kamikaze going Norway, JR saying USA, the only players to do that. Very well done. And Holgamat, the only player to say Yugoslavia. Very well done. 10 points to you. Sam and BC both going for China for 6. And AB, me and Stilgar both going for Japan for 6. Well done. Unfortunately, no answer for Nicograms. 2 Finlands from Matt and Simpson. And a Sochi from Maxio. Unfortunately, they are incorrect, but very well done if you got some points there. Right, well, that wasn't too bad. Atlas42, welcome to the stream. Master is the modern name for use. Is that controversial? I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me. I always thought it was the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, is what my brother told me it was called when I was growing up, but I may have been wrong. We're going to go on to another question, another 15 seconds on the clock, and here is what we're looking for. Any feature film released by Pixar Animation Studios between 1995 and 2010. 15 seconds, and your time starts now. I got it to bed. I pleaded the 5th, Clive. I'm not going to get roped into that. This is the first time this has happened. I've just read the trivia notes for this one and they relate to the next question. So just to give me a heads up. Thank you for that, Oni. That's very, very mindful of you. Right, let's take a look at the answers. A feature film released by Pixar Animation Studios between 1995 and 2010. You could have had any of... Yeah, we'll get to that, JR. Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, and Toy Story 3. In order, 1995, 1997, 1998, I think, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2005, I think, for Cars, 2007 for Ratatouille, 2008 for WALL-E, 2009 for Up, and 2010 for Toy Story 3. That's from memory. I may be wrong. Now, let's see what our players went with. This is all very, very interesting. We've got a lot of blue up there. Snips out going for Cars for 10. Kamikaze Finding Nemo for 10. Maxio The Incredibles for 10. Graham's going for Toy Story for 10. Samson going for Toy Story 3 for 10. And Matt going for WALL-E for 10. Very nicely done. Holger, Matt and BC have to share 6. Both going for A Bug's Life. And Stilgar and CJ both going for Up for 6. JR went for Ants. That was DreamWorks, I'm afraid, my dude. And ABME saying Cars 2. I think that was 2012, I want to say. Where are you, ABME? You're up there on the back. I want to say that was 2012, but I might be wrong again. Anyway, well done if you got some points. Shall we have another? I enjoyed that. We're going to put another 15 seconds onto the clock. Toy Story, it's saying we matched because nobody said Toy Story 2. Indeed. Right. Oh, yes, this is the bit. So, yeah. I'll put the question up and then I'll explain the caveat because I think it's fine to let you know. The question: any Shakespeare play that contains the THE in its common name as given by the Royal Shakespeare Company. Worth pointing out to you all at this stage, answers such as, for example, Henry VI or any other thing like that with an ordinal number in it do not count because they do not contain the word. It is just commonly said as such, but it would be Henry VI. So anything like, for example, Henry VI with an ordinal number will be incorrect. Just bear that in mind. 15 seconds, off you go. In its common name as given by the RSC. I kind of like this little bit of breathing room that I'm giving you at the beginning. I'm hoping you are as well. Just give you a little bit of thinking time. I know it slightly slows the game down, but just gives us a bit of pacing. Let's take a look at the answers. And this is beautiful. So you've got Othello, which is it has got a THE in it. The Comedy of Errors, The Merchant of Venice, The Merry Wives of Windsor, The Taming of the Shrew, The Tempest, The Two Gentlemen of Verona, The Two Noble Kinsmen, The Winter's Tale, Exit Pursued by a Bear, and Timon of Athens. Definitely does not fucking, and Samster is livid. Livid. There was a note here from Odie. If any of you were smart ass enough to put in Othello and Timon of Athens, I'm going to be very angry and also mildly impressed. Absolutely fuming. But it is a Shakespeare play that contains the in its common name. Exit pursued by a squadron Henry II. Right, let's take a look and see what you did go for. Oh, I've got some different colours on my report and on my podia. It is on my notes to maybe nix the answers from the podiums because you cannot see what they've written because of the way they are oriented, but I will go through them anyway. Sam getting 10 for the Comedy of Errors, AB Me 10 for the Merchant of Venice, Grams getting 10 for The Tempest. We then got a three-way split, JR, Stimpson's Angle and CJ all getting 4 for The Merry Wives of Windsor. Still got Holger Matt, Matt the Ref and BC all only getting 2 for The Taming of the Shrew. No answer coming in from Maxio and Kamikaze, so no points. And very well done if you did get some points out of that. Another question. How exciting. Right, here's one for you. I want any 5-letter word ending in USH, according to the Collins Dictionary. 15 seconds, off you go. Didn't think I'd get max points for a Shakespeare question. Hey, these things can happen. Slightly curious as to how many are going to go for my namesake, but let's see what you could have said. Blush, brush, crush, flush, frush, plush, shush, shush, which doesn't rhyme, which is slightly annoying, slush, smush, and snush. Shush, smush, snush. So we've got 2 different rhymes, despite only changing 2 letters. And yes, thrush is 6 letters, to the person who said that. Just to explain the weird ones, frush, F-R-U-S-H, is Scottish dialect for a clattering noise, or an adjective meaning easily breakable. And snush is an old British English word for a pinch of snuff, for example, tobacco that you would snort back in the olden days. Well done if you said any of those. Let's take a look and see what our players did actually say. We've got 10 points for BC, for blush, for Stimpson for brush, for Stilgar for flush, so flush just the one player going for flush, and shush from Samster also getting him 10 points. Matt and CJ each getting 6 for crush, ABME and Holger Matt each getting 6 for slush, JR, Nicograns and Maxio all getting 4 for plush. Kamikaze unfortunately going for thrush, and spelling it with a Z, which doesn't end in USH and also doesn't have 5 letters. So unfortunately, it's not, although it is spelt with an S normally. Anyway, well done if you got some points. So you can read those ones because they're a bit shorter. Lovely stuff. I think we've got one more question, so let's take a look at it. Oh, this is very interesting. Right, 15 seconds on the clock. I want to know any of Italy's 12 largest cities by population according to Statista. 15 seconds, time starts now. And that's your time up. Let's take a look at what you could have said. Options: Rome, Milan, Naples, Turin, Palermo, Genoa, Bologna, Florence, Bari, Catania, Verona, and Venice. Hello, little dog. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave at once. I'd have loved to have dressed this up nicer as any Italian city with a population of over 250,000 people, but Venice is just about 500 people shy of that mark, and I think I'd be unduly nasty if it didn't include Venice for that reason. Incidentally, from Question Right's point of view, for those of you who don't know, this round can have up to 12 answers. It will handle any number of answers up to 12. Let's see which answers you went for out of those 12. So, Holger Matt getting perfect 10 for Bologna, ABME getting 10 for Florence, Sam getting 10 for Palermo, and JR getting 10 for Verona. Matt and Grams are each sharing 6 for Milan. Still got BC and CJ each sharing 4 for Rome. And then wrong answers, Kamikaze going for Parma, where we get ham from, but unfortunately not one of the 12 largest. Maxio going for Pisa, famous for its tower, but again not one of the 12's largest. And Simpson's Angle going for Valencia, which is very similar to both Venice and Verona, but unfortunately is not one of the 12 bad luck. No points there, but well done if you did manage to get them. One gentleman of Verona, indeed so. And so we come to the end of the round. We have a little look at the scores, and it would appear that Sam has usurped Matt's lead. Matt pushed into second, and Sam into the lead with 66. And here's a message from our sponsor, Zeus.
Superhero mail sign, sparklet flying saucer alien globe runner mail sign revolving light robot collision superhero mail sign crossed swords crown sunrise.
Thank you very much. And Zeus, thank you for the 57-monther. Very kind of you. Lovely to have you along, my dude. Hope you're having a good evening, and welcome to the Quizmas celebrations. Over to take a closer look at that leaderboard. Yes, Sam into the lead with 66. Matt's now in second with 60. Holger Matt in third with 50. BC's got 44. Grams on and CJ both on 40. ABME's got 38. JR on 34. Stilgart, Stimson's Angle Kamikaze all on 28. And Maxio on 18. Still 3 rounds to go though, so no need to panic unduly. Over in our audience, oh, look at this. Fetz with a very nice 69. Very nice indeed. In the lead, Ralph with 63, and Cola's in third with 56. Do keep pressing and guessing, though, because we've got plenty of quiz left to go this evening. Well, so far so good, not to jinx anything, but hope you're all having a good time and enjoying the trivia. That was a slightly more steadily paced round. Let's see what we've got for round 3. Oh, how exciting.
Order!
Gives me an opportunity to press that button every time a player puts this round in. Yes, it's time for one of the new rounds in this iteration of Google That, which is...
Order!
And here's how it works. Put the answers into the correct order as quickly as possible. You may attempt the question as many times as you like within 50 seconds. In the hot seat game, the fastest correct player scores 10 points. Subsequent correct players score 2 points fewer than the previous player. After the fifth correct answer is received, remaining players will score 1 point. Whereas before, you got none after 5 had qualified. Now, you do get a single point for completing it. So you've always got incentive to complete it, even if others have beaten you to it. I've taken out the sound on an incorrect answer because that was getting very annoying very quickly. In the audience game, again, danger zone rules apply in the audience game. Just to give you some forward warning, if you get it wrong, it will, underneath the question, it will display your previous guesses along with how many of those are in the right place. It's not the best feedback in the world. It would be better to leave the ones that are in the right place there. But that would require very complicated stuff on the Unicon side. So I'm hoping this will go some way to giving you some feedback, just so that doesn't catch you off guard. So, the John Burko round, indeed so. Let's take a look at our first question. And first of all, let's put 50 seconds onto the clock. Now let's take a look at the first question. Starting with the lowest, put these TV series in order by the number of seasons aired up to the 1st of December 2025. So starting with the lowest, going up to the show with the greatest number of seasons. Your options: Dexter, Will and Grace, The Wire, Squid Game, and Downton Abbey. You have 50 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. There's Sam grabbing 10 points. Well played, Sam. We're going to get a little disco of lights over our player podium. A few players getting it in the background game. BC second to crack it for 8. Well played. It's taken just over 20 seconds there. About half your time gone. Grams is there for 6 now. Anyone else going to get there? Keep pressing and guessing. Last 10 seconds. Anyone else? And that is time. Well, only 3 managing to solve. Sam picking up 10, BC picking up 8, Grams picking up 6, and everyone else, I'm afraid, is left out in the cold. Well, let's take a look at what the correct answer was. We reorder the board, we find that Squid Game was first, The Wire was second, Downton third, Dexter fourth, and Will and Grace was fifth. Squid Game's had 3 seasons, The Wire had 5, Downton 6, Dexter 8, and Will and Grace 11. There's non-zero chance only's put that question in just to see if the dog appears when I say Dexter. Turns out he did not. Well done if you got that at home. Let's clear it down and go to another question. I think there are 5 options for all of these questions, so let's see how we get on with this. Starting from A and working forwards, put these cars in alphabetical order by the companies that made them. Options are Golf R32, Zara Picasso, Duke Nismo, 500 Elettra, and TT Quattro. 50 seconds. Have fun. Olga Matt's there first. BC's right behind. AB Me is not far behind that. Kamikaze's got there for 4. Okay, who's next? Any more for any more? Come on, you can get there. There we go. Matt picks up 2. That's 5 players solved. Single point for solving now. JR's gets a single point. Anyone else? Any more for any more? Last couple of seconds. And that is time up. Well, Holgamat taking 10. BC picks up 8. ABME gets 6. Kamikaze gets 4. Matt gets 2. JR just sneaking in a 1-pointer. And no solves for the rest of our hot seat players. Let's have a look and see what you were looking for. Yeah, pity point party. I thought that was a good idea. Switching them around, we see that the TT Quattro is made by Audi. Then the Zara Picasso made by Citroën. Then the Fiat 500 Elettra. Then it's the Nissan Duke Nismo. And finally, the Volkswagen Golf R32. Audi, Citroën, Fiat, Nissan, and Volkswagen. Audi, Citroën, Fiat, Nissan, Volkswagen. That was the order that you were looking for. Very well done if you got that one. Oh, another? Yeah, let's have another. This is a nice steadily paced round. It's fast and furious when it's there, though. So, having had some Shakespearean inferences earlier on and saying no ordinals, this one's a little bit different. Oh, this sort of makes up for it, I suppose. Starting with the earliest, put these kings of England in the order they ascended to the throne. Options: James I, Henry I, Richard I, Edward I, George I. 50 seconds. Have fun. BC's the first to get there for 10. Under 5 seconds. That's bloody quick. Maxio's got there for 8. Well played. Stilgar's now in for 6. Horrible history song for the win indeed. Comes up a lot in this quiz. Still more flashing lights, no more souls just yet. 4 and 2 points, and the 1-point pity party still available. Anyone going to claim them? 2, 1. And just the 3 getting there. BC grabs 10 points, Maxia grabs 8, Stilgar grabs 6, and no one else getting there. So not enough horrible history coming in here. Let's just take a look at the answer. Oh dear, indeed so. Wasn't much change from the original one that was there. Henry I, way back 1100 to 1135. Then Richard I, 1216 to 1272. Edward I, was that? I think that was Edward Longshanks. That was Edward II. Anyway, 1272 to 1307. James I, the one who we tried to blow up in 1605. He was from 1603 to 1625. And then George I, 1714 to 1727. Well done if you got those at home. I cast summon doggo. Oh, I've got a lot of raid messages I need to look through in a minute. I'll try and do those at some point. Right, we've got another question. This is a good one. I really like this question. I think it's pretty tricky. It's probably the trickiest of the 5, possibly, but that might just be my bias. I'll see what you think. Starting with the earliest, put these countries in order by when they most recently gained independence. Options: Egypt, Ecuador, Eritrea, Estonia, Eswatini. 50 seconds. Time starts now. No one yet. We've had half your time. And I spoke too soon. Necrograms and then Holgamat for 10 and 8. Coming in quick succession. And Moon Raider, welcome on into the game. Any more for any more? Yes, there's another one. BC picking up 6. Anyone else? 4, 3, 2. Yes, AB me getting there for 4 points. And that is time up. Random guessing and logicking only. Hey, if it works, it works. Naked Grandma picking up 10 there. Holgamat grabs 8. BC picks up 6. And AB me takes home 4. Very nicely done. Let's see what the correct order was. Ecuador became independent in 1822. Egypt in 1922, Eswatini in 1968, Estonia in 1991, and most recently Eritrea in 1993. And have we got another question? I think we must have another question. Well, we should load it. Yes, we do. It's on my list to add ordinals to the operator, so I know how far to the back we are. I think this is the last one, though. So, here's a question. Starting with the lowest... Put these artists in order by the number of UK top 40 singles they've had as of the 1st of December 2025. So the one with the fewest UK top 40, not number ones, fewest UK top 40 singles up to the artist who's had the most. Options: Lady Gaga, Taylor Swift, Madonna, Beyonce, and Adele. I've heard of all of them. Well, let's see if you can put them into correct order. 50 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. Kamikaze's first in for 10. No one else yet. About half your time gone. Simpsons got there for 8. Hashtag 1, 2, 3, go. And Maxio picks up 6. BC's got 4. Anyone else? Last couple of seconds. Yes, CJ just sneaking in 2 points right at the end there with barely a second left. Kamikaze gets 10, Stimson gets 8, Maxio 6, BC gets 4, and CJ gets 2. I've had an idea. Someone note this down. I can colorise in the feedback the ones that are in the right place, possibly. That would be useful for you, rather than just having to work it out. That is my plan, I think. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to colorise in the Unicon the ones you've got right. And then I might just show your most recent guess, which would save space. Could someone note that down? Because that's a good idea that I'm going to forget. Thanks, JR. Right, let's take a look at what the correct order was. So Adele, actually the lowest. Adele has had 16 in the top 40. Lady Gaga next with 33. Beyonce's had 42. Taylor Swift 60. And I think... perhaps not very surprising, Madonna is the highest with 72. Yeah, I just literally just had that idea as I was watching that round go by. I think that would be an extra useful thing. I can't sort of lock them in, but I can visually show you that one was in the right place, that one was in the right place, and then you can do your manual finagling from there. I think that's as close as it's going to get to that, and I want to do that before we play this again towards the end of the month. I think that's also the end of the round. So let's take a look at those scores. My, they are going up. Those are some juicy scores, which is what we like to see. I like this track. We have this one every time. That's up to the writers. You'll have to have a word with Arun Aromatics, who's writing our next pack of Google That, which is going to be a little bit later in the month. It's pretty close as well, but it looks like we have another new leader. Third round and third new leader. Matt is pushed down to third. And Sam pushed into second. No, Matt's pushed to fourth. Because Holgamat's now in third. Sam pushed to second. But the leader, shut up, Ben. Go to the leaderboard and then you can find out properly. It's Ben with 80. I was talking to myself there, Ben, not you. Shut up, me. The whole point, Ben, of that leaderboard, Ben L, is so that you don't have to look at the numbers and try and work out who's in the lead, because you can just go to the leaderboard and it does it for you. And we can see indeed that Ben is in front with 80. Sam not far behind with 76. Holger Matt's in third with 68. Google Ref still doing well though with 62. Naked Grams for 56. AB Me with 48. Kamikaze and CJ both on 42. Stimson's got 36. JL's on 35. Stilgar's on 34. And Maxio's on 32. And Matt, thank you for the 50 bits. Our new leader on a Google factor of 80 is Ben. Indeed so. It's more than 100 to make the TTS goal. But thank you very much for the 50 bits. All the same. In the audience game, and we've got it up to 12, which is lovely. So we've got 12 on each side, so the scores will be relatively balanced. Fet's now in front with 109. Ralph has got 84. Cola still in third with 76. Good scores, good scores. I like to see high scores. Always very encouraging to see high scores. Maybe this game is more generous with its points. Maybe the questions are pitched right. There's just obviously big points to go out, but it's a lot of fun and a lot of change going on. We've got another round to do, though. Shall we get on with it? I think we definitely should. What have we got? Oh, my goodness gracious. It's this one. It's the rangefinder. People had some thoughts on this last time, and changes have been made. Voices have been heard. I don't think I was here for the... okay, right. Well, this one had some suggestions, and they have been implemented. Here's the instructions, a reminder of how to play. Get as close to the numerical answer as possible. It's a microcosm of relativity. Previously, I put you into groups of 4. I'd nixed that idea. I like the idea of having groups for different games, and we still got Heist, which is a group game. It's not in this pack, though. No Heist tonight. But I've got ideas for other games that could also be group games. A sort of like, Richard Osman's House of Games style. In the hot seat game, the player closest to the correct answer scores 10 points. Subsequent players score fewer points. I'm not delineating the scores. We'll go through them later. With the furthest 3 players away, or any players who are staying, scoring no points. Okay? So it's very simple. Get as close to the number as you can. In the event of an exact tie, the faster player will take priority. Audience game, exactly the same. Danger zone rules, except whoever is closest rather than whoever is fastest. Last time we did it in groups of 4, which is a neat idea. Didn't really work for this game, so I've taken that element out, and it's just whoever gets closest, and the bottom 3 getting no points. Thank you to Apodo, I think, for this scoring structure suggestion. I've also put in a delay, like in the previous rounds, so you get to read the question, have a think about it before I actually start the clock, and I've upped it from 15 to 20 seconds, because it was a little bit quick last time. So, let's take a look at the question. You will only be able to type numbers on your devices. Here is the question. How many people finished the 2025 New York Marathon? That's a little bit easier to pass. Have a think about it. 20 seconds, off you go. Okay, those are your answers locked in there. Those are the answers that you gave. Let's reveal the correct answer and then show how far away you were. 59,222 was the answer. 59,125 runners, 46 wheelchair athletes, and 51 hand cyclists are recorded as finishing, with the fastest runner being Benson Kipruto, with a finishing time of, my God in heaven, 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 9 seconds. That is very, very quick. So the colours now just represent your points, basically. And the closest there was JR Plays Games. Oh, wow, this is really interesting. JR Plays Games picks up 10 points, 778 away. AB Me picks up 8, 13 and a bit thousand away. Sam and Stimson Zangle were exactly the same away, both 14,222 away. It's ordered them incorrectly on my log, but priority goes to Stimson's Angle because they answered quicker. So that logic is working, which is great. Ben gets 5, Matt gets 4, Holger Matt 3, Kamikaze 2, CJ gets 1. Still got Grams and Maxio were the furthest away, and I'm afraid you get no points. That's a bit simpler and more streamlined, isn't it? Hooray. Good. Right, next question. Take a look at this. In what year did the UK open its first Indian restaurant? 20 seconds, 1, 2, 3, go. Benson does park runs for Bants. I love a park run. I haven't been for ages because my knee's been bad and I've been ill and my chest is still Slightly recovering. There, need knots up. There we go. Okay, in what year did the UK open its first Indian restaurant? The correct answer. And you're looking for a blue colour on your podium or a green colour. That means you've done well. Correct answer was 1810. 1810. The I put the comma in there. I don't want a comma in there because it's a year. That's only so much you can do. I didn't know it was going to be a year question. Anyway, it was the Hindustan Coffee House. It was opened in George Street, London. Despite curry being a thing in the UK, the full curry house experience was actually a bit of a flop, and an Indian restaurant wasn't opened in the UK again until 1911. Sam actually getting the closest there, picking up 10 points, just 40 away. JR 8 points for being 53 away, and Stimpson's Angle picking up 7 for being 76 away. From there, Holger Matt getting 6, ABME getting 5, Matt getting 4, BC getting 3, CJ getting 2, and Kamikaze getting 1. Grams, Stilgar, Maxio. Unfortunately, you were the furthest away. No points this time round. Another one? Yeah, let's have another one. This is monstrous, but it does check out. Have a look at this. What is the total value of this exact sentence without bonuses in the board game Scrabble? English scoring, obviously. We are including the bit in parentheses and on, obviously, any punctuation you can disregard. It's not 0 because that is obviously not a valid Scrabble word, but pretending it is, what would it be? 20 seconds, off you go. What is the total value of this exact sentence without bonuses in the board game Scrabble? English scoring, obviously. It's not 0. I did qualify that it wasn't 0 because it's obviously not a valid Scrabble word. But the correct answer we were looking for is 164. Natter, welcome to the stream. Happy Quizmas to you as well, my dude. Hope you're keeping well. Glad you finished work. JR picks up 10 because he was 1 away. JR, what did you say? Like 165, I guess. 163, you went the other way. Very, very poggers indeed. Stimpson's Angle just 17 away, gets 8 points. ABME 29 away, picks up 7. Sam getting 6, BC getting 5, Grams getting 4, Kamikaze getting 3, Holger Matt getting 2, CJ getting 1. Maxio, Matt, and Stilgar furthest away on this occasion. No points for you, I'm afraid. Right, no one's quite into triple figures yet, but Sam is knocking on that door. Let's have another question, see if he can get there on this one. If you had a rope that stretched from the Earth to the Sun, how many times could that rope completely wrap around the Earth? Hypothetically. 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, go. Nice, Dan. Nice. GG's. Is it a fireproof rope? Very good, Atlas. Is it a fireproof rope? Yeah. Well, it's wrapped around the Earth. It doesn't need to be fireproof. It just, needs to be durable. It's however you want it to be. No bonus points for getting an exact answer. Just respect and kudos, Matt. So if you had a rope that stretched from the Earth to the Sun, it would have to be fireproof to measure it, I guess. How many times could that rope completely wrap around the Earth? The correct answer, 3,733 is 149.6 million kilometres to the Sun's average distance, divided by 40,075 kilometres, which is the circumference of the Earth around the equator, is almost exactly 3,733. BC, just 17 away. That's pretty good going. You go for 37.20, I get 37.50. 17 away, getting 10 points. CJ 267 away for 8 points, and Kamikaze 12.33 away for 7. Elsewhere, Grams getting 6, Stilgar getting 5, Maxio 4, Holger Mac 3, Sam getting 1, and Matt getting 2. Again, it's logged it in the wrong order because again, Sam and Matt gave the exact same, or the exact same distance. They both went with 10,000. But Matt getting his answer in 4.97 seconds, and Sam taking a little bit longer. So Matt gets the priority, 2 points. Sam gets the 1. Simpsons Angle, AB Me, and JR a little bit further away, 5 figures or higher. JR actually 6 figures away, 246,000. Unfortunately, no points on this occasion. That, I believe, is the end. No, it's not. We've got another question. Yay, one more rangefinder to go. Okay, fingers on devices, gang. Let's load up a question. You've got 20 seconds. Ah, yes, this one. This is the last one. This is a slightly zany one, but see what you think. In seconds, how long would it take for you to drive a lap of the Monaco Grand Prix circuit if you could only travel constantly at the usual Monaco speed limit? In seconds, we're looking for. 20 seconds, off you go. Ah, you knew the bits in your head. That's a useful bit of extra knowledge to have, the PC, for that question. There's an answer from all our hot seaters. Well done, well done. And let's take a look at the answer. In seconds, how long would it take for you to drive a lap of the Monaco Grand Prix circuit if you could only travel constantly at the usual Monaco speed limit? The answer is 240. Circuit's 3.337 kilometers long, and at 50 kilometers an hour, that makes it 240.264 seconds, or an aesthetically pleasing 4 minutes exactly, if you want to round it. Matt, just 10... sorry, I beg your pardon. Matt getting 10 points because Matt was 0 away. Matt, and again, no bonus point for an exact answer, as we just discovered, but you do pick up the 10 points. Simpsons Angle also getting it exactly right, 240, but a little bit slower than Matt, so priority does go to Matt for those 10 points there. Very well done, both of you. Bang on the money. CJ, 40 away, gets 7 points. AB Me gets 6. BC 5. Kamikaze 4. Still got 3. JR 2. And Holger Matt 1. Maxio Sam and Naked Grams just a little bit far out. Unfortunately, no points on this occasion. That is the end of the round. And Sam still didn't make it into triple figures. He was very, very close, but he's just on the edge with 99. But there is a player who has got into triple figures and leading going into our final round with 108. It's BC. Take a closer look at our hot seat players. Ben has the lead with 108. Sam's in second with 99. Holger Matt now in third with 83. Google Ref with 82. AB Me's got 74. Grams and Stimpson's Angle both on 66. JR just a point behind on 65. CJ's got 61. Camel Face on 59. So it's Camel F. Kamikaze on 59. Still got 42. And Maxio on 36. This is why I should read it from the log, because it says your actual names. Right. In our audience game, still got exactly 12 players there. It's Fetz in front with 145. Very respectable score indeed. Wooly back with 114 and Ralph in third with 113. But there is still one more round to go, my friends. On this most auspicious of evenings, it is time for one final foray, as this game always must end with this round. For now. Yes, it's time for the big finish, and this is broadly unchanged from how it has ever been way back in 2020 when the game first came about. And yeah, classic 5-rounder this time. We always start with the early bird, we always finish with the big finish, and then anything in the middle is dealer's choice. So only electing for a classic 5-round pack, albeit some different rounds and in a different order. But we've got one more question, and here's a reminder of how to play. You can bid from 0 up to your current score. That is the only bit that's different from the original, because in the original you had to bid a minimum of 10. In this, it's basically Final Jeopardy. Is this round bid anything up to your current score based on the category, and then answer the puzzle-based question. Abstention from bidding causes a default bid of 0, and if you have negative points or fewer than 0 points or 0 points, then you won't be able to bid. Answer the question correctly, and you win your bid. Answer the question incorrectly or abstain, and you lose your bid. Simple as that. So, those are the scores that you're on at the moment. Take a good gander at the leaderboard. Does it show this on the Unicon? And if not, would it be useful to have it? Is a question. Chuck it in suggestions, and I might think about that if you think that would be a useful metric to have. So looking at the scores, have a think about what you want to bid, how much you want to bid, where you want to get to. And yeah, let's take a look at the category. Not showing unicorn would be useful. Good to know. Chuck it in suggestions. I'll add it to the list. So I've loaded up. You will have 10 seconds to place your bid. Yes, it was in the Hatbox version, wasn't it? Way back when, and Google that too. 10 seconds to get your bid in. And the category is comedy and cryptography shouldn't mix. How much do you want to bid on comedy and cryptography shouldn't mix? You have to type your answer in numbers, just like with the rangefinder round. 10 seconds. How much do you want to wager? Okay, the bids are locked in, and unlike in the previous version, I can see your bids, but I do not have not calculated it that quickly. So, 30 seconds, and we get the Google That main theme to accompany this. Okay, that's a time up there, but I don't know if that loaded a time up, but I put 30 seconds on the clock. The category is comedy and cryptography shouldn't mix. It's the big finish question. Good luck. What word comes next in this joke? And Fomjitinbo and Justinbo and Tidiptinbo walk into a what? That is time up. So, comedy and cryptography. What word comes next in this joke? And Fumjitinbo and Justitinbo and the Titiptinbo walk into a CBS is what they walk into. The letters here are one place along more than they should be, so an A appears as a B and a B appears as a C, and so on. And of course, that is an... I actually don't know. I didn't prove this pack. Something... I was supposed to, as a priest, a rabbi, and a vicar, but that doesn't fit. Is it an Englishman, an Irishman? Yes, it's an Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman walk into a bar. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. So, CBS is the answer we wanted. Anything... I can't be more racist. Anything else is going to be marked as incorrect. So, let's reveal your answers. Just the two of you getting it right, Ben and Stimson's Angle. Couple of players, three players, in fact, going for bar, but unfortunately that did not fit in with the theory we were going for there. You did spot what it was after, but didn't apply the cryptography. Sam's put the same as I did. Oh, have you gone backwards? You've gone backwards in the alphabet. Oh, that is deeply unfortunate. But yes, we went forward. So AZQ, right substance, right idea, just went the wrong way. So E becomes F, so B should have become C, not going backwards. But bloody good effort. Right, so there's nothing there that I need to condone. So let's reveal the bids of the incorrect players. Minus 14, minus 4, minus 10, minus 5, minus 42. Nothing for Grams. Minus 32 for JR. Minus 19 for Matt. Minus 26 for Holger Matt. Sam's got minus 99. He's gone all in. Let's reveal the bids of the correct players. Stimson going 20. Ben just going for 7. So, I think this might be a done deal for Ben. We're not quite sure. I can't quite remember what Stimson's Angle had. But let's add on or take off those points and see what the final scores are. It gets faster going down. Sam plummeting all the way back to 0. But that is going to be the end of our game. Some conservative bids coming in there. Quite wise it was. A little bit of a tricky question. But at the end of all that, we have finally got to the end of Google That 3. Last time it took us 2 attempts to get there. We have a gold medalist and champion with 115 points. It's Ben! Fast to get there, indeed. And let's take a closer look at that leaderboard. Oh, Grams, yes indeed, just missing out on that 3rd place medal. But a jolly good effort from you with 66 points. We've got a bronze medal for AB Me with a very nice 69. Stimpson scoops up the silver. Oh, high five for alliteration with 86. But it's Ben who goes home happy with 115 points and the gold medal as well. I'm hoping that it has told you how many pennies you won. I think it's basically score times a number. But it should say on your device at the end. I don't know, yeah, maybe it does it when we roll credits. Let's just take a look at the audience leaderboard. And it's Woollyback who takes the lobby medal with 138. Well done there. And special credit and special acknowledgement to... special mention, that's what they say, to Ralph with 133, Fetz with 121, and Cola with 99. Honourable mention, that's the expression I'm after. And Dogfish, welcome to the stream, just poking in at the end there. Well, gang, it has been, I'm going to call that a triumph. I think... Is it Woollyback's first medal? Is it? Let's just take a look at this medal cabinet, shall we? It is indeed, if I spell your name right. No, you've got a gold in DEFCON, Woollyback. And you've got a silver in Moneybox as well. But it's your first lobby medal, so that's nice. So yes, you've got 3 medals now, Woollyback. 2 more than you thought. I'm going to say that was a triumph. I thought we had some excellent questions, some really lovely thinky questions. So only thank you for committing pen to paper on those. I know it's always a little bit scary when the software hasn't had a clean run through. And I always feel a little bit scared because I don't want to disrespect the writers by crashing the game midway through their question pad. But I was really, really happy with how that went. I thought it went very smoothly. Great questions from Oni, so thank you to him and to Lewis for proofing. I think the changes are probably an improvement. I like that one about the order round, highlighting which ones are in the right order. I think that'll be a good idea and will help even more. Yeah, anything else you want to add? Say, because there's still some things I need to do. One of the big ones that I didn't do this time was to refactor the stage and turn it into 2 rows rather than 3, because that is a huge job that also has other implications for like the camera pans and the selection animation and stuff like that. So if I start moving the stage around, I've also got to start looking at my camera animation. So that's a big job that I didn't want to rush in, because I only started looking at this on like Tuesday evening after work. So yeah, but there's still, say, 1 or 2 things. I've still got 2 more rounds that I need to build as well, which blissfully Only didn't put in his pack. We've still got Chicken that I need to write, and I've got Blind Auction, plus any other rounds that come to me. So, but they'll be coming in the fullness of time, and won't they be grand? Look, we're going to leave it there. I'm going to roll the credits. We're going to go to the Thunderball in just a moment to wrap up the stream, and I do hope you join me there for your last chance to win some extra pennies on this Quizmas evening. Congratulations to our medalists, and congratulations to Woollyback on winning the lobby medal as well. Big well done to Ben on winning the gold, and massive thanks to Oni for the questions and to Lewis for proofing. Have some wonderful credits, and I'll see you for the Thunderball in just a minute. Live from the Game Night Control Center, it's time for the midweek Quizmas Thunderball Draw. LCVC is the code that you need to come and play the Thunderball. Opportunity to win some more pennies, and we've got room for 40 players if you want to have a go. It's a bit of penny fun at the end of the night. While you come and join, I'm going to have a quick read through these raid messages. Sorry, I was having a little read. I am still here. You joined the game. I'm just going to read the raid messages. Okay, I've got my shortlist. Right, how many have we got in this thing? We've got 28. 28 have come to join for a bit of Thunderball fun. I've got some raid messages shortlisted, and I'll pick my favourite in just a minute. That'll be the raid message. Incidentally, on the new website, if you go to On Demand over there, On Demand. What's the other one that I need? What does Google do? Oh yeah, that's that button. That's the please don't cheat button. So on demand, Discord, suggest raid, room code, countdown, clear chat, shout out, unicorn. What's the other thing on there? The VOD and the penny bank. Oh, pennies, obviously. Yeah. So if you pop over to the website, I have given it a bit of a dress up. So particularly the VOD section, the raid message now gets permanently remembered with your name in lights as the name of the episode. Massive thanks to JR, who did a bit of a data trawl for me to go back. We've gone back to season 15, and we thought we'll call it quits there because that was before I had the raid suggestion thing. Before that, it was just episodes I made up. So, but going back to season 15, they all now have an episode title, a bit like Buzz Off does. So they're immortalised forever on the VOD archive. Yeah, what is this? Buzz Off? Absolutely. So, yeah, do go and have a little look around the VOD website. I think it looks a lot slicker. And the penny bank as well, if that's something that interests you. Penny bank metal cabinets and so forth. So, yeah. Right, I think that's quite long enough. So, let's hide that room code. No more entries, please. And, well, I think let's get on with the lottery. Let's just wait for this loot to get to the end. Another 8 bars or so. 4 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a fat 0. Well, we'll see, Solar Espion. Let's start the machine. And tonight we're using Guinevere and set of balls number 6. Seems like set of balls number 1 and set of balls number 6. There's nothing else ever seems to come out. But yeah, we've got Guinevere tonight. What else have we? It's Guinevere, Lancelot. Is Galahad one of them? If it's not, it definitely should be. Yeah. But we've had Guinevere and Lancelot quite a lot. Arthur's one of them, and I think Galahad is the other one. So, but tonight we're with Guinevere and set of balls number 6. Let's turn them into some pennies. Let's release those big money balls. Just that's a lot in drag. No. Yeah. Right, in they go. I wish you all the very best of luck with an opportunity to win some fabulous pennies, which of course all contribute to the penny prize draw, which is coming at the end of the season. It's not the Christmas Day one. It's going to be, 2 weeks on Saturday. So it's the Christmas Day episode is sort of like a bonus episode, but I didn't want to be doing prize draws and things on that day. So the Christmas Day episode is literally just the quiz and festive. So the penny prize draw is going to be 2 weeks on Saturday, along with the 6th game of Quizmas. Okay, heard it here first. Make sure you are there for that prize draw, and come along on Christmas Day as well if you fancy a break from or the exhaustion that Christmas Day tends to bring, it would be lovely to have you. Literally just a quiz, absolutely. Right, that's enough promotion. Let's get on with this so we can all go to bed. Let's start the draw. Good luck. Okay, Guinevere, time to do your thing. As we settle down into the drum. And we get our first ball out tonight. Number 4. Third appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, 27th of November. So that's last week. And yeah, that's just one though. Let's get a second one. Second ball out tonight. Here's a misfire. You tried, Guinevere. With your own screens. Okay, Guinevere's just having a little moment. She's just going to reassert herself. There we go. Number 13 is out next. Third appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, the 20th of November. 2 Thursdays back. No, Lancelot spills them on the floor, JR. Third ball out of the machine tonight. It's another blue one. Lol. Number 9. Second appearance for number 9 in the main Thunderball draw. Last appeared Thursday, the 30th of October. Come on, let's get some momentum down there. Stop all settling. Goal hanging, as we used to call that at school. Goal hanging down in the drum. We've got one, though. Number 16. Third appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. Again, appeared last Thursday, the 27th of November. Lancelot has a bladder infection. Yes, he does. Right. One more from our first machine. One ticket with 3 matches. That's a good start, Atlas. Fifth ball out is number 27. First appearance for that in the main Thunderball draw. I haven't seen that before. So, there we go. Hopefully you've got some numbers there, but we can make it a lot happier as we go to our second machine. This is the one with the red balls, of course. It contains the Thunderballs. Let's pop them in. The square number strategy is working. Right. Yeah, well, it did a couple of weeks ago as well. There were I think 3 square numbers on in last week or the week before. So just one red Thunderball to come out. Oh, thanks, sweet. What's that? Is that alcoholic?
No.
Good, thank you. I've just been presented with apple ties. Sorry, I'm going to put that down before I draw the Thunderball. Here we go. Veal success. Let's draw the Thunderball. Trivia Millions draw, isn't that just a penny prize draw? Penny prize draw uses this software now. Very exciting. I need to remind myself how it works though. Right. Good luck. We've got one. And that is number 8. First appearance for that as the Thunderball. And let's have those numbers again, this time in ascending numerical order. We've got number 4, number 9, number 13, number 16, number 27, and the Thunderball, number 8. Feel success if you've won. Let's see some of our bigger winners. Moon Raider, 3 numbers and the Thunderball. That is going to be 5,000 pennies for you. Marcini with 2 and the Thunderball, along with CJ and Score, all getting 1,500. Ralph and Zeus, Atlas and Conrad, 3 without the Thunderball. That's good for 1,000. I will put the payout of this somewhere soon, I promise. Oh, it's gone off the edge. It's gone off the edge of the thing. It should limit it to 14. Maybe that was 14. And it should be limiting it to 12. My bad. I will fix that. Someone note that down, please. As to bigger wins overall, Moon Raider, 5,350 pennies across 3 lines tonight. Very well done indeed. CJ and Score, both 2,000 across 3. TVP 1750 across 2, Woollyback 1750 across 4, Lupine 1500 across 3, Atlas 1500 across 2, Flyboy 1250 across 4, Zeus and Conradlac 1250 across 2, Dogfish 1100 across 4, And that completes the 4-figure winners. Those have all been written to the penny bank and should be with you now. I hope that's been a nice, fun way to round things off. I'm going to pick my raid message, and then we are going to go and raid a couple of options. Possibly Negs doing blueprints. Possibly Minders doing chatting. Supersonic could pay that back there doing Zelda. We could do Huds' cats. The Botezes are doing chess. Few options. I'll have a think about it. First of all, let's have some credits and a raid message. I'll see you in just a tick. Welcome, Proogs from a car park. Did you miss much? Just a non-crashing game of Google that and the first game of Quizmas, which was the Pyramid this evening. Welcome. Hope the car park is good and the Panto season is going well for you, my dude. Lovely to have you here as ever. Did I leave the Quizmas calendar open? I did. I could probably put that back on, couldn't I? There it is. So, Quizmas 2025. That is the end of the first day of Quizmas, my friends. We're going to do it all over again, though, on Saturday the 6th of December. And we have got Crossfire by Oni, the second game of Quizmas. And we have, which I won't reveal the author of until Saturday. And we have got Cryptex by Jogging. I do hope you will come and join me for that, which should be a huge amount of fun. Thank you very much once again to our question writers for this evening, to Sam for Bamboozle, to Quizzle for the Pyramid, to Oni for Google That, and big thanks to Simpson and Lewis for proofing as well. I have had a wonderful time tonight. I always love Quizmas. I get to put my tree up, although I might make it a bit more performant. Moving forwards, and I'll have a different Christmas jumper on Saturday. That's the plan anyway. But yes, I need to just pick a raid message. So my shortlist is a Mirage for Christmas for SJ. Google Translate That for Fluffy Bunny. One Gentleman of Verona by AB Me. I Cast Summon Doggo by Stilgar. Faster Get They by the Lupine One. 1, 2, 3 Go by SJ. And that leaves me with a choice of 4. And it's all 4 different authors this time. I think Lewis for Exit Pursued by a Squab and Henry II. AB Me for Conveniently Dead. And this is tough. Tough one. Which one do I want to go for? It's going to be Such a Naughty French Hen. Get some pennies for JR. Which means we're going to close it out. Who do you want? What do you fancy? Do you fancy puzzle games with negs and blueprints? Or do you fancy cats on Huds' channel? That's my shortlist. Puzzles or cats? 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 If we get 3 votes for one of them, that's what we'll go for. That's 2 for puzzles. Cake or death? Puzzles, right, there we go. 3 votes for puzzles. We're going to go raid next, who's playing Blueprints. And we are going to say the one where everyone got a sub. Well done, Stimson's Angle, picking up 100 pennies for that raid message. That is going to be the title of the episode and will be immortalised forever on the website, which you should definitely go and check out, the on-demand channel, and the new look penny bank right there, the one where everyone got a sub. Ah, what a splendid Quizmas evening. I hope you've had fun. Thanks again to all the writers and proofers, the admin team, and to you for coming along and playing I hope it's been good fun. Look forward to reading your feedback on Google that. And remember, if you are not in the Discord, do come and join right there. You can see the survey that I published fairly recently about your... the report on the survey, if you're remotely interested in things like that. That's it. I'm going to go. And I suggest you guys do the same. Lovely to see you all. You have been watching the first game of Quizmas at Game Night with me, Royal Flush. And until next time, be splendid and wonderful and marvellous and safe. And as always, take care. Peace out. And good night.
Really facing the wrong direction, huh?